Hey, good afternoon. Bob Desmond here. Just shooting a little video tour of what's left of my guitar making workshop. Yesterday I glued the curved liners in here, and this is one of the two guitars that I'm making. Conceivably one of my two last guitars, I'm guessing at this point. There we go, gets in focus. Yeah, let me see if I can, there we go. Widen it out a little here. Yeah, so I used to have machinery all in here. I had a large 2675 Woodmaster sander right there on that space. And that was my drum sander. I also had a big dust collection system and a 15-inch Grizzly disc sander. I had a Jet 6-inch planer. I had a Delta 10-inch, essentially a unisaw. I had a Grizzly oscillating spindle sander. What else did I have? Lots of power tools in here. And I also had these guys, this Sears bandsaw, which is great for guitar making stuff, hobby type stuff. And there's a Delta scroll saw over there, which I kept. And down on the end, there's a DeWalt chop saw, which I use for general carpentry. My workbenches are quite a mess right now because when I sold all my machines a couple of months ago, maybe 3 months ago now, I never really had time to get in here and clean everything up. I got injured. I injured my leg and I was recuperating for almost the last 2 months. So I can walk again now, but it's been a long haul. Anyway, this whole area used to be all big machines, and I really had no room in the garage here. But now that I got rid of the machines and I'm sort of getting out of the guitar making business, I now have all this room. I did save my drill press. I saved my my Delta disc and belt sander, 6-inch. It's like solid cast iron. You know, it's just really heavy. They don't make them like that anymore. And yeah, that's about it. I'm just kind of closing down the guitar workshop. This is all photography stuff. Lots of strobe lighting equipment and a few other things. The Raggedy Ann dolls, I found those upstairs in the attic recently when I was cleaning the attic. And just your typical junk that you know, water and, you know, paper bags and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, yeah, just a little tour of my workshop. This is a 220 drop right here and a 110 drop, which I can see is a little, my sander used to be literally right here, right in this area. And this is where I would sand all my guitar wood and so on. It's a little messy in here now, but I'll be doing a lot of cleaning and a lot of organizing and throwing junk out. I'm essentially getting out of the business of making classical guitars. However, I'm not planning on entirely stopping to make guitars. I'm making two right now. These are all Desmond guitars except for the one on the far left end, which is a Geronimo Peña Fernandez from 1974. It's a personal guitar. I estimate its value at around 10 grand, and I bought it for 1,200 from a pawn shop online, and it's a beauty. I had to fix a crack in the back, but that was no big deal, and it's just a masterpiece of a guitar. But anyway, there used to be a big workbench here, right up against the window, similar to this one. And I sold that workbench about a month and a half ago to a lady on Facebook Marketplace, and she actually wants this workbench as well. But I'm not ready to get rid of this one yet. I am building two guitars. These are the tops and backs for those two guitars. These are Hauser copies of my 1971 Herman Hauser. And one is in cedar and one is in spruce. And these are Brazilian rosewood backs for the two guitars you just saw. This back here goes to the guitar out in the garage. And this one here will mate up with these Brazilian back insides. This is a head that I don't normally do. I saw it on a sign at Epcot and I took a photo of it and copied it, scaled it to size, and similar to the Romanego's head. So these may be my last two guitars, but essentially I've really cleaned this room up. It used to be a real catch-all. This is where I would be French polishing 6 or 7 guitars at a time. And they'd be hanging up all over on the walls. There's 4 spots here where I'd hang guitars. And I still will. So most of the stuff that was on the workbench that was here is now in the closet. The closet used to store a lot of my guitar wood, all of my Indian and Indian rosewood and other back and side woods. And all my top wood was in there, bracing wood and so on and so forth. Now everything that was on this workbench that used to be here is now in that closet. And these are all, there's 12 Desmonds here that are all beautiful. They're not currently for sale because I'm holding on to them for a while. I enjoy them, so I'm playing them. And anyway, just kind of a catch-all. My French polishing stuff is over here, and, you know, books and so on. A lot of Disney pictures. When I used to be a marketing photographer, I've got boxes and boxes and boxes of Disney pictures down in here. I'm still in the process of cleaning up this room, but anyway, it's quite empty now. And right now I'm just working on these two guitars, and that's it. Just a little quick tour. I have enough. I sold all my rosewood. I sold all of my wood. I sold it for $20,000 about 2 weeks ago, week and a half to 2 weeks ago, to a nice young man who lives in Florida. I'll leave it at that. And I kept one set of Indian rosewood in case I want to build one more guitar, shall we say. And this is a kind of a nice set. Just a nice straight-grained set of Indian. And of course, sides and head plates and so on. This is all the wood I have left right here. This is it. And it's mostly veneer. In the back behind here is all different veneers that I saved. I gave him quite a bit of veneer, but I saved some too. And yeah, that's it. I saved 3 tops. One is over here. It's an old Engelmann top that I had hanging up for a long time. And I kept it. It's a relatively nice top. And I have a top from the Stradivari forest over there in the Italian Alps. And I have another top, it's Western Red Cedar. It's a real nice set. So I saved 3 tops. I think I've some rosettes that I made left over. But most everything I got rid of, and it's just time. I'm 70 years old now. I just turned 70 in October. I'll be 71 in 4 months. And I just figured it was time to move on from guitar making. And the only way for me to stop was to get rid of the machines, get rid of the wood. And so I did. And it was tough at first, but I also have a tremendous sense of relief that my children don't have to get rid of all this stuff should I die soon. Okay, well, that's it. Just Bob from the workshop Hope you have a great day. My leg is much better. I'm walking now, and I even went on a hike the other day. So that's good. I can stand up at the workbench now. And I was literally out of commission for 5 weeks, icing it and elevating it and so on. So I'm back now and hopefully finishing up these 2 guitars soon. Bob Desmond checking out. Hope you have a great week. Bye-bye.